Hey guys, Brewery 62 Beer Reviews here at Brewery 62 on Instagram. My name is Marcus, and today I have a beer out of Arizona Wilderness, Gilbert, Arizona. This is their brown ale brewed with Arizona pecans, lactose, maple syrup, and vanilla beans. It is called the Picacho Pecan Pie Brown Ale. And today I have a special panel of tasters. This is Mark. This is Ryan at AZ Home Brewing on Instagram. And this is Mark. So I have
the bookends.
The bookend Marks here.
And the Ryan.
And the Ryan. So the cool thing about AZ Wilderness is that they get all their ingredients, for the most part when they can, from Arizona, which is a very special thing. Even their malt, they pull from Sinawa Malts, which is located here in Arizona. So Arizona Wilderness is one of those companies that is trying to use as many Arizona ingredients as they can, whenever they can, even in their food. They make fantastic food. So if you're ever in the area, go check out Arizona Wilderness. And this was just released
yesterday. Actually, the release was at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. So
if you want a fresh beer, this is probably the most fresh you can actually get it. We're gonna give this a shot and check it out.
That's good.
So we'll give pours, try to do equal pours.
For a change.
I'll try to give myself more than everybody else. That's normally the case here. Actually, this time Mark on my left gets more than everyone else because
I like take two. This works well.
Yeah.
So let's get a aroma on it. Aroma?
Nice sweetness. The caramel's coming through. Get a bit of the vanilla. Very nice aroma.
Mark?
Definitely vanilla. Just a taste of roast to it, and very sweet. Very good. Very good.
Sweetness, caramel, vanilla. Yeah. Brown sugar. That's what I get.
Yep. Yeah, so I pick up a lot of the so it's a brown ale, and you do pick up a lot of the brown ale kind of things, like, you know, the malts are going to use like Crystal. They're going to use a lot of the darker malts, and you pick that up. You definitely get the caramel comes through really big. I get a lot of vanilla in the nose. That's like kind of overwhelming. And then that syrup. There's a syrup.
Maple syrup.
There's maple syrup in it, but I don't know if that's what I'm picking up. I don't know like the maple part of it.
Yeah.
But for sure, you're getting a syrup of some sorts. But I think the vanilla bean is the...
Yeah, that shines through.
It does come through quite a bit. And like I said before, there's a lot of... You can pick up that very sweet caramel notes, you know. So let's get a taste on it. Cheers, right?
Cheers.
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 Distance cheers.
What do you think?
Very well balanced. The sweetness is there, but it's not overpowering. The pecan comes through on the back end, and again, but you don't have the bitterness of a pecan by itself. So it is more like the pecan pie, where the flavors and aromas of everything complement each other very well.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Same thing. It's hard not to say what he said. It's very, very well balanced. It's a little sweet, just perfect. Got a little pecan. And excellent, excellent beer.
I get a brown sugar, I get a caramel up front, pecan in the back. Sweetness and bitterness are well balanced, smooth. I love it.
Yeah. So for me, the mouthfeel is a medium to almost full mouthfeel. It's very fluffy. You let it roll around, and you do pick up a lot of the brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of brown sugar. You definitely pick up a lot of the vanilla. And again, on the back end, like Ryan was saying, you do pick up the pecan. It kind of lingers there in the back, like whenever you let your palate kind of wash out, you do get a pecan taste to it. It's not overwhelming or like biting into a fresh pecan, but you know it's there. Definitely, as far as a brown ale, the style is concerned, it's really good. There's no clarity to this beer, so you could tell that it is unfiltered. Comes in brown in color, looks like caramel in the glass, and the taste does come through as a caramel brown ale, and maybe that caramel might be the syrup that they used. That might be the flavor. I'm not picking particular maple syrup. I guess I don't have enough maple syrup to.
It could just be the brown sugar and the recipe of the pies that they use.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah. So they actually.
could've
So the cool thing about
caramelized.
this beer is they actually put pecan pie into the mash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put pecan pie in the mash. You're going to pick up some of that bread crust and some of the sugars and the ingredients they use in the pecan pie in the mash. So as far as grade goes,
It definitely gets high marks. I mean, I want to drink more of this. Enjoyed it that much. Yeah. Initially, I was in the 93, 94 range if I was grading it, but the more that I sip, my number's coming up, and I think most people would enjoy this as they sipped a little bit more. I'm probably closer to the 95 range.
95. Mark.
I'm a real hoppy beer kind of guy, and not a big fan of brown ales. I would still give this a strong 95. I could drink a lot of that, way too much of it.
Yeah. Comes in at 8% ABV, by the way, so it is pretty big beer.
Doesn't taste like an 8%.
No,
Not at all. Not at all.
It drinks more like a 6.
It does.
That's amazing.
It does. Yep. So what would you score it at?
I give it a 95.
Yeah.
Through and through.
I think I'm in agreement with the panel. I think we're all kind of in agreement. I would give it a 95 for sure.
Good job, Arizona
As far as
Wilderness.
as far as a brown ale, as far as what's in the beer, and the fact that you can actually taste the ingredients, that's a hard thing. We're all home brewers, so we all brew our own beer. Mark's been doing it for
12 years.
12 years. Ryan,
12 years.
12 years. Mark,
4 years.
4 years. Me, not that long, but working on it. And I think as far as what the beer is, it's pretty amazing to actually get those flavors out of a beer that's brewed. So that's kind of what we all shoot for as home brewers. So again, my name is Marcus at Brewery62 on Instagram. This is Mark. This is Ryan.
At Easy Home Brewing on Instagram.
Make sure you check his page out. It is awesome. He does a lot of home brewing. He does a lot of welding.
Live feed stuff on Twitch, homebrew days and all that. So check me out.
Check him out.
And a quick props to the brewing team at Wilderness. Their skill set definitely shines through in this brew.
Yeah.
Great job.
Absolutely.
Every
and then
beer that they do.
yeah.
Every
And then, the fact that we live in Arizona and that they use Arizona ingredients anytime they can is an amazing thing, because, you want all these brewers to be able to do something like this with Arizona ingredients, because that's what we try to do with our home brews, is make something like this using fresh ingredients.
Special,
So
unique.
I could make something like this, I'd be very happy.
exactly.
We would too. No, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. So again, guys, my name is Marcus at Brewery62 on Instagram. Come check us out. Like, subscribe. Cheers.